It's going to crest today at 1 o'clock, and it'll stay there for a couple of days. Oh, well, you know who else would know? That would be Dave Jarvis from the Afton House Inn. Welcome.
Good morning, ladies.
How are you?
Doing great. Doing great. Thanks for having me.
How is the Afton House Inn and Current surviving and Swirl Wine? It's almost flood stage, like 1 foot from flood stage.
Yeah, and we have about a foot more until the water's up to the street where the marina's at.
So yeah.
So
hopefully today's it, right? I'm pretty sure.
We're hoping so, and hopefully it'll go down.
Yeah, no rain.
Right.
Yes, right. Right. Yeah, let's hope it goes down quickly. Who knows what the Army Corps of Engineers decides to let go and when they want to let it go.
Yeah.
You brought with us, it's Wine Time with Dave Jarvis, and once a month he brings in wines from different parts of the world, and today you have them from Paso Robles, Julie says, the way they say it in California.
Paso Robles is how Californians say it.
Yeah, great wines from Paso, and it's a fantastic area. It's right between Monterey, which is just north of there, and Santa Barbara, which is south. And have you guys been?
Julie's from California.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, it's hot and dry there. Yep. I love it.
Yeah, Highway 1 is a gorgeous drive. You know, fly into San Francisco, drive south, and Paso is doing a great job with wine. A little bit less known, you know, it's not as well known as Sonoma and Napa Valley, of course, but they're doing a great job. And so we've got 3 wines to try here this morning. Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
We have a Chardonnay, we have a Sangiovese, and a Cabernet Sauvignon.
I can't even say that second one.
And so in your glass right now, we have these very nice Riedel crystal wine glasses with Twin Cities Originals logo on it.
Love it.
And we have the Chardonnay, and this is just an amazing Chardonnay from Paso. Did you get that butter?
Yeah.
Is that nice?
You know what I noticed is
Wow.
I was over there setting up the camera, and when you poured this, I could smell it right away. And normally whites you can't smell from that far away, but this one has a fabulous bouquet.
Oh, listen to Julie.
My pinky's in the air as well.
And so this is a Levin winery, and which means the vineyard, and it's their Kiara private reserve.
I like this one.
This is good.
Kiara. All these wines are from the same winery and the Kiara line. And yeah, this is amazing Chardonnay. You know, a lot of Chardonnays you'll get sort of a toastiness to them from the barrel aging in oak. And this was aged just for a little while in oak. It was fermented a brief time, and then they did the rest in stainless steel. But they fermented this sur lie, which means on its lees, or a lot of the sediment and dead yeast cells, essentially. And what happens is you get this really creamy, you know, silky, mallow kind of Chardonnay.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not pouring any of this in the
I
drink.
know. Can we talk about something else while we
just-
finish this? Because
This would be good with French toast or something.
oh, this would be good. Hey, is it my week to take the wines home or your week? Because I really would. Can I fight for it?
I'll arm wrestle you.
I win.
Because you haven't been doing kettlebells yet. I think I could. I think I can win.
What's the best movie you've seen in the last month?
You know what? My week with Marilyn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why'd you ask me that? Oh,
Well-
because we're just talking before I can drink?
So we can sip.
You know, well, no, this is a great movie wine, actually.
It's a great movie wine.
Kind of reminds me of Overrettel Bacher's popcorn.
It does.
You know, you get that real buttery sort of flavor profile.
Okay, what do we have next?
All right, next we have Sangiovese.
That was so good.
Make Karin say it.
Sangiovese.
Oh,
Yes, I know.
she did it.
Very nice.
Italian was my minor. Is that Italian?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Sangiovese does come from Italy, and it's predominantly in the Tuscan region, where you know, Brunellos are created, and Chianti. So that's the principal grape varietal in Chianti, or if you have Brunello di Montalcino. Sangiovese is the main grape. And California is doing a little bit with it. Paso's doing a phenomenal job. So here we have the Kiara Private Reserve. That's 2007 Sangiovese. And I don't know, what do you think of this wine?
I didn't taste it yet because I'm just smelling it.
In general, I think the Sangiovases from Italy tend to be pretty dry for me, so I'm interested to see how this one is.
Yeah, and this is really low production. Only 860 cases were produced.
Really?
Yep. And they blend in a little bit of Zinfandel and just a touch of Petit Syrah. We're talking like, 3% total added of Zinfandel and Petit Syrah. Just kind of rounded out. The Petit Syrah is really concentrated, small grape, a little peppery. And so it adds a little spice. And
wow,
little
that
spice.
Yes, right.
A
When
little
you
more.
take that first. See, I know I keep accidentally doing that too.
Cheers.
It's like trying to make people jealous. That's Dave making the noise, not me.
But this is just super smooth, really silky,
It really
soft.
is.
I can hardly wait to have that one out on the deck too.
Very elegant wine.
You haven't arm wrestled me yet.
So winning. So winning. What was I was just gonna... Oh, I know what I was gonna say.
Oh my gosh, I did it again.
Trying to make people jealous. Okay, what's the next one?
All right, lastly, we have the King of Reds, Cabernet Sauvignon. And we're going to try this one a couple different ways. We're going to first try it in the glass.
And then out of the bottle.
Yeah. Take one down, pass it around.
Sister Karin, Sister Karin.
Good job, Karin.
Those drinking games.
Oh, yeah. Got any quarters? Okay,
So
wait.
we're going to try this without any aerating first. Okay, so we've brought our super fancy, sexy, sleek aerator.
I've been wanting to try one of those.
I've
Yes.
never even seen one. I didn't know what this was when you
Well,
brought it.
and
I thought it was
Cabernet Sauvignon's like the perfect wine to do this with. Cabs, they're a little bit bigger, right?
Yeah.
They have more tannin in them, and that comes from the grape skins because Cabernet Sauvignon has really thick grape skins. You can grow it, in a lot of different climates, and it's very hardy, holds up to weather well. But what happens when you have these really thick grape skins is you extract the tannin out of the skin in the winemaking process. And so they get a little bit more ripe in the mouth, you could say. So you get hit on the side. When you get that sensation on the side, that's the tannin.
It is?
Yeah. And so oftentimes you'll want to, if you have a decanter, or even a Kool-Aid pitcher for that matter, pour the bottle of wine into the Kool-Aid pitcher or the fancy decanter, and that'll just help open up that wine. It'll allow oxygen to come in and really open it up and soften up those tannins. Now, if you don't have time to do that, or you don't have time to pull the cork and let it just rest for a couple hours or overnight, you can use an aerator. And what that does is you just pour it through this funnel, system, and it forces oxygen into there.
Oh my gosh.
And essentially does the same thing as a decanter, but a lot more rapid. It doesn't
This one
take
looks
fast.
like it's been used a lot.
yeah, it has been. We get plenty of use at Swirl with it.
Again, for the listeners, this is Kiara, K-I-A-R-A, wines from Paso Robles. I'm going to say the
Paso Robles.
Paso Robles, the California way. And now we are tasting the Cabernet Sauvignon. And Dave spits his out. I mean, not because you don't like it, but that's just, otherwise you'd be drunk. We're well seasoned, Julie.
Well, I like to line my stomach with some donuts before wine time with Dave Jarvis, and then I'm just fine.
I see some,
Get your eyes off my donuts.
sprinkles and white glaze. Okay,
What I was
so
going to say earlier is ever since you sent me to the Dr. Alanoff, everything I taste tastes like a lot more tastier.
very cool.
It's a weird thing. So yeah, each one of these I'm tasting a lot more than I used to taste.
Really?
I wonder if that's because I've eliminated Diet Coke or... This is a cool aerator thing.
That is a cool thing.
I'm going to put a
Yes, so
picture on
we
our
have. This
Facebook
is the
page.
Venturi. It's the number one aerator in the world. We have them down at Swirl.
You do?
Yep, you can buy them there.
So now it just kind of it's kind of like a Keurig coffee maker. You just pour it through and it comes out the other
Well,
end.
and speaking of coffee, you probably got a little bit of mocha from this wine. It has sort of these chocolate nuances, really dark flavors. Obviously cherry, as well too. And but I got a little tannin on the side there.
I did too.
Not that it's bad.
No.
And this isn't an over-the-top cab. They've done this a little bit more old world style, where it's not this huge over-alcoholic cab. You're not bursting from the seams.
Wow,
a little bit more
it's a
subtle.
big difference.
Yep.
That's weird.
beautiful color in this wine.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's gorgeous.
Nice legs, too.
It has, yeah, very, very long, sleek legs. And, but no, this has a little bit more acidity to it than a traditional California cab. You know, it's done in more of an old world approach, so it's great food pairing wine. And what do you get now out of it? It's a little bit smoother.
You know, I never have the adjectives, especially in Italian. So what is it, Julie?
I do think it is smoother.
Yeah, after the aerator.
Much smoother.
Much smoother.
And you get a little bit more of the chocolate and the spice after the aeration. Before that, it was a little bit more fruit, to me anyway.
Yep,
Everyone's
and so
different.
that oxygen just kind of brought the best out of that wine.
I can't figure out how this aerator thing works.
Yeah, just forces wine or the air right through the funnel.
I guess it would be like if you were to pour it from glass to glass a few times, except for that makes it go through those little shapes and then opens it up, exposes more of the wine to oxygen.
Well, and speaking of Dr. Alanoff, he got his hands on a structure device, which is a whole other topic. We'll have to get into it later.
He's coming on next week, Dr. Alanoff.
Okay.
For everybody listening, it has transformed my life.
Yeah, you know, and what this does, it's almost like a vortex where whatever you put through it, and usually you put water through it, it re-energizes it. So it kind of goes through like this whirlpool effect, almost. And we've done some cool stuff with wine and some testing on it, and it makes a huge difference. I mean,
really?
So when people get headaches from wine, you know, sometimes it's biochemical, and so the sulfites
sometimes
in
it's
the
because
wine.
Karin drinks the whole bottle plus.
No, not me.
Oh, did I say Karin? Sorry, I meant my friend.
I have a friend. So it will eliminate the headaches that Julie gets?
It can, yes. It can. You know, your body will be more able to absorb it. And that's kind of really geeking out. But it's really cool. So we'll do that another time.
You can geek out because you own a wine store, a wine shop store. That's a store.
Yeah, we're
wine
probably
store.
the only people in the country that are structuring wine, actually.
Can we taste it structured down at the wine store?
You can. And it's literally the molecules are rearranged, and it's pretty cool.
Does it taste a lot different?
It does, yeah. There's a noticeable difference. It's like
better
aerating on steroids almost.
Really?
Yep.
What are you doing at 4 o'clock?
Biodynamic farmers will actually use like a water vortex or a structuring device.
You have gone a little geeky.
Like in Oregon, they don't spray their fields, right? Because it's poison to the ground,
yes.
and overall
it could deteriorate the leather in their Birkenstocks.
Yes.
No, they don't use leather. They use hemp.
Less trees to.
I'm telling you, I went to high school there. That's a whole different kind of people in Oregon.
It is, but you know, they're doing farming in a sustainable way, and they're doing it right, and they're going to be here a lot longer, producing a lot better crops. And one of the things that they're doing is they'll actually apply like homeopathics to the plants, whatever their crops are, and they'll use like a cascade water vortex.
We've lost Dave.
Next, he's going to tell us about the people who massage their cows and sing to them.
Yes, yeah. Don't you like Kobe beef?
Kobe beef. I was going to say, now he's going to go into the Kobe beef.
I had it once.
You've heard it here first, live, listening
Dave
to classical
Jarvis.
music and structuring our wine.
They can get all of this down at Swirl Wine in Afton, correct?
You can, absolutely.
And this is the wine that'll be featured for the Wine Club members for the month of June.
Yes, yep, yeah. We're the largest wine club in the Midwest, and every month our members get different wines. And this month we've chosen Paso Robles, and phenomenal wines. They're all retailed around $20, and we'll have these all available next month for the general public. So come on down.
So speaking of next month, can I give a shout out to last month's wine and tell people that they need to get down there and get one of those GSMs?
We're pouring them this weekend, right now.
Oh my gosh!
If you go to Swirl today,
I'll be there.
You can get a glass of the Ledgewood Napa Valley Cab.
I took a picture of the bottle so that I would remember what it is.
Oh, will you text that to me so
Yes.
I can put it up on our Facebook page?
But if there's only a couple left, Dave, hide them and don't sell them to Karin.
Hello, Julie. You should meet. I was going to ask you if you wanted to meet me down there tonight, Julie, for dinner. I forgot to ask you, but no, I'm not going to.
Fine.
When we come back, we are going to talk to Donna Denny from the Country Charm Antique Store. I didn't have that in front of me. Country Charm Antique Store about the fashion show coming up next Friday night.
Yes.
Dave Jarvis, thank you so much for
Ladies,
you,
always
Dave.
a pleasure. Thank you.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's to make people jealous. Stay tuned, get a word from our sponsor, and we'll be back in 2 minutes.
Seriously, Oregon people are weird.
How do I